away from color. And I was reading about Raghuveer Singh, and he says that if you are going for one single color with India, you're missing it, the essence of India. And that is so true. When I read that sentence, I was like, he sums it all up. When I came here to this country and when I brought in all these bright colors, it was a shock to people. So I realized people did not use that bright colors, but coming from India, that was natural for me to do. And so that's when I realized that there was this major difference between color. Because even to this day, when I have people checking my work out, they say, this is really, really bright. And I'm not thinking about making it bright, but it just seeps through. I think in terms of photography, from what I have seen, black and white photography is the old. If you want to take a picture, it's going to be black and white, and everyone stands straight, erect, looking straight at the camera, no smile, or very few smiles occasionally that you see, but there is that rigid purpose to, have taking a picture. And that is one thing that I have noticed. So when people looked at black and white photography, it was like you pose. And when you look at the color one, that seems to be a little more of like day to day.
Color is seeps into everything you do. So you have the food or the beautiful kurtas or the saris, everything. It was a form of expression.
Yeah, I guess I personally thought of it most with my clothes. That sounds so superficial, but because here I would think nothing of wearing an outfit of entirely black. Actually, I do that pretty often. And then there, when we'd go and get clothes, it'd be so colorful and so many prints and so many prints all together, and so many colors that would just you would not normally wear together here. And yeah, definitely also the food. Especially the street food. It has every color. I probably don't notice things that are out of the ordinary or special as much because my perception of what that is different because I don't live there.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think I remember the first time seeing an elephant walk down the street, everyone in our program is rushing to go take a photo with the elephant, where you can see the local chai vendor being like, these kids. Whereas, for all we know, there could have been something even crazier down, a couple blocks up, and that the locals are gathering up and like, oh man, look at this, and we're obsessed with this elephant that's walking down the street. So
I think there's always going to be a disconnect when a Westerner takes a picture of India. There is when an Indian takes a picture of India, especially when you grow up there, it's in you. I could just take a picture there and I feel totally at home doing that. But when I take it here, I'm putting an effort to get that, and I can't replicate that same experience I get in India here. And I would assume or when I look at pictures or artwork of people who are doing this, there is that slight disconnect that I sense more than see.
One of my favorite photos that I took in India is actually a selfie that we did with 2 other people that I went on travel week with. And the reason I like this photo is because we were acting somewhat silly in a pretty serious atmosphere. We were in Bhubaneswar, and so this photo was with a temple that was in the middle of the lake.
One of the other things, continuing about like this everyday life thing, I was just visiting my home this past week, and I noticed like my whole, every wall in my house is kind of like white or like a beige, nothing too vibrant. But when I think back about my time with my host family, every room was colorful. Like the kitchen was blue, my bedroom was purple, the living room was red. There was no, I'm trying to think of a wall that was like just like a beige or white, and I really can't think of the walls were just so colorful, even in someone's individual house, and I think that really speaks to how important color is for people to express themselves.